Don in London, hello. It's November the 29th. Hello. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour could be equally addictive towards people, places, things, collecting, trying to be perfect, never got anywhere near it. Life is complicated, but it can be simple if we just keep it simple. It's me in my head which makes it good. Those are things I know. It's what do I do about it next? And so I go for advice at the clinic at the hospital tomorrow, and also in a couple of weeks for a regular review of medication and type 1 diabetes management. And you know, I do struggle sometimes saying we manage conditions, because in many respects what I've found in recovery is I don't manage my sobriety as such. I just keep it simple, one day at a time, and I get help and support from those who know how to keep sober one day at a time, and that comes in the form of fellowship for me, so the rest of my life can work. So sobriety first, and the rest of my life can work with a fellowship called AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. And I can share about me and my recovery, but I can't share about other people's recovery, because in the fellowship, anonymity counts for everything. It's called the spiritual foundation of the program, anonymity. Well, the spiritual foundation of my living is truth, and I don't mind sharing about my truth. Keeps me open, honest and willing to keep on changing. And when I don't want to go out on a very, very -2 cold day, I go, because I need to go, so I can then find out how I'm doing, blood work and all the rest of it. So life can be complicated. Anyway, fellowship, AA, what is it? Well, here we go. This is the AA preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is the desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And although I've been sober joined up days for some time, life's little quandaries get to me, or I suppose inconsistencies. Often we say it's the mice in the room, not the elephants, that we have to watch out for. And this morning my reluctance to go get my blood tests, it's not that I don't like getting them, I don't mind them at all, but it means I'm put under the spotlight, and for this particular recovering alcoholic, the last thing I need is medical spotlights on me. I had enough of that when I was trying to stop drinking, and the litany of things which happened to me was quite difficult. So these days I do try and do what I'm supposed to do, even though it's reluctant, and sometimes I've missed one appointment, but I do get there in the end. And so what do? I make it complicated. I needed to go to the post office. I got there too late on Saturday to get some merchandise I bought from the US, and there was duty to pay, or customs excise duty to pay, and I couldn't understand why. And of course there is an allowance of up to, I suppose it's $80 at the moment, to bring something into the country as a personal present or whatever. But somehow I exceeded this, and it made me irritated and discontented that somehow I fouled up. And why were the post office charging me extra duties? The answer is because they have to. And they may not like doing it, and I might not like doing it either, but it's the law. Anyway, there's another one. And not only that, I wanted a brass curtain pole. So they were next door, so I bought one. Very good value actually. And then on the way home on my bicycle I bent it. And again, you know, it's the mice in the room, not the elephants. These are not big significant things. The big significant thing is I'm alive. I'm not drinking today. So, well, we get all sorts in recovery, don't we? And of course it's bitter cold, and I don't feel well, and I don't know why. It's probably because I've spent too much time out taking photographs over the weekend, which I thoroughly enjoyed, but has now made me feel ill. I don't go well with cold these days. Anyway, so there you go. Sobriety is what it is. Ups and downs. And the elephants in my life are sober, making sure I am aware of where I am with that. Diabetes, where I am with that. Clinical depression, where I am with that. And my relationships and my life. Family, community, and being a part of. And helping people as best I can. Anyway, I share from this book, Daily Reflections, and today, November the 29th, it talks about active guardians, and this applies to everybody in fellowship and how we go about it in unity, service and recovery. And I guess I get challenged every day I do a video on this score. To us, however, it represents far more than a sound public relations policy. It is more than a denial of self-seeking. This tradition is a constant and practical reminder that personal ambition has no place in AA. In it, each member becomes an active guardian of our fellowship. The basic concept of humility is expressed in the 11th tradition. I bet you should read it out so you know what it is. I'll read it out properly. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio and films. So although I do these videos as a personal video on recovery, mainly aimed at people who are already in fellowship, the most important thing for me is attraction rather than promotion. So attraction is what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. And promotion is a guarantee. So always for me, what you see is what you get. And sometimes, like today, life is frustrating and difficult. And it's just the way it is. But if I try to say, life is always good, then maybe I would be trying to sell you something, an idea or a concept, which would save your life. And what I know most is, what you see is what you get in fellowship. Experience, strength and hope of sobriety. From newcomers to old-timers, people who've been around a while. And it's always subject to life experience and what's happening in life. So there are no guarantees. Life will be difficult. It just will be. So I don't try and pull any punches. And he goes on to say, the 11th tradition, it allows me to participate completely in the programme in such a simple yet profound manner. It fulfills my need to be an integral part of the significant whole. Humility brings me closer to the actual spirit of togetherness and oneness, without which I could not stay sober. In remembering that every member is an example of sobriety, each one living the 11th tradition, I am able to experience freedom because each one of us is anonymous. And anonymity is a two-edged sword. It depends on our outlook. For me, truth is paramount, and that's my spiritual connection to reality of now. So anonymity is important so people have a place to find themselves. I fully agree with that. Open, honest and willing on a daily basis to meet life's challenges. And one of the most important life challenges is to share what it is and what we get. What you see is what you get. So it is profoundly difficult sometimes to live life, and sometimes it's profoundly wonderful and profoundly sad. And somewhere in there is some balance, often. Even at extremes, there is a balance somewhere. Difficult one. And I do see the challenge in that, always, to tell the truth. And what helps me most on a daily basis is the serenity prayer, which can be to good conscience or to God, as you understand, nobody else, your unique, authentic take on life and God, all good conscience. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And for me, it is always just for today.